I think honey badgers still got a little life in them. Their linebackers have sex with men.
Dallas with Cooper Rush on the road was more impressive than Kansas City at home against the New York Giants last night. I mean, here's another little factoid that we have to be honest about. Kansas City does not have a win against the winning team this year. and by the way, 3 of their 4 wins come against the weakest division, the NFC East. And if you look at their schedule, it is now the toughest remaining schedule in the NFL. Green Bay, at the Raiders, Dallas, Raiders, at the Chargers, Pittsburgh, at Cincinnati. Brutal. They're not going to be a playoff team. There's a strong likelihood they're not going to be a playoff team. But they were so spectacular and so vivid and so animated and so fun and so spectacular. Left-handed throws and sidearm throws coming from behind, literally in all their playoffs.
So what are you thinking about? What else the discussion was? How did Fields look? He looked okay. He looked better. Well, I said he ran 10 times. He ran.
He got 103 yards.
But it's again, dude, that's what I was saying. If they're going to move it, he's got to
got a
run.
bunch of channel surfing Halloween topics. Ice Cube walked off of Jack Black because he's an anti-vaxxer.
They were on TV.
What, because ISIS?
Ice Cube.
Michigan hasn't been
Adrian Peterson's going to the Titans.
That's hilarious, by the way. I think his 40 speed is like a 4.9 now. Oh, I'm actually, you know something? Honestly, I think he's big enough to take a hit still.
They're bringing Law and Order back, Law and Order season 21. We're going to watch this trailer for this Monarchs, this country western show. And then we have new ratings.
So how about what's been the pre-buzz on the Eternals? And it's
when memories are strong,
it's a Marvel movie. Yeah. Like $1 billion.
Yeah.
It's hard to unsee stuff.
I heard there's some tactic that like some people use to get a bad press, like almost like a political thing. It's too Hollywood woke and shit.
But we're fighting through that. That happens.
There's a whole
almost like a
critics that guys battle. They didn't give up on each other. They kept working.
And they actively just don't like the movies.
A time when you just
because
it's not even organic. They're just forcing their politics down our throats.
We'll build on that.
Well, they got a market for the planet,
I think that's
like for the globe. You know what I mean? Like it's like that's something they got to do.
They have the talent. Maybe the offensive line starts to gel. They pick up a couple of impressive wins. We're not canceling the team. We don't think they'll never be good again. But right now in this moment, they're not even the best 4-4 team. I mean, New England right now is doing multiple things well, like their defense, their special teams, their run game, their pass protection.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let me shut that.
Oh man. I gotta go to goddamn Office Depot. I gotta buy some paper, some printing paper for computers. I've ripped through all my paper that I stole from my 9-to-5 job. I boxed this morning, man. I'm up. Slept well last night.
Can you hear yourself?
Yeah. It's actually, if it can maybe just about a 5 to 10% lower. There we go. I think right there. Yeah, perfect. I like its distinction. You can hear the clicks in my voice. It means it picks it up. You know, when do you want to stabilize me or normalize me or compress me in some way?
It's all there.
It's all dealt with. You have the settings? Okay.
Check 1 2. Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast.
What do you think about these kind of earlier recordings?
I like doing it like this.
I kind of do too, actually. I think I don't know. I feel like I'm a little sharper, a little more sharp. Not to say I do not want to go back to a Saturday at some time. I think it's just good to mix up the eye level, to change the experience, you know? Makes it just feel a little different. I think it's just good for any performer, you know? Change up the eye level. Man.
All right, so we're just going to go. All right, I'm going to click the live. All right, we're here. Hopefully we'll build up some viewers here in a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pre-showing it up a little bit.
Absolutely. Getting it
How you
primed.
feeling? You boxed this morning. I fucking did dishes. We're fucking ready to fucking go.
Yeah, I got a day today because I got to take today off from driving. So when I do that, I got to jam in some practical things.
Is that what you're like? You're disciplined for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Even though we could have done it tomorrow, I want to be able to drive for a good 5 or 6 hours.
Well, let's start
tomorrow.
the show then.
Yeah, absolutely.
From Atlanta, Fulton County.
We're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution.
Purple color I see. Then you maintain the status.
December 7th, 19.
I'm gonna question a psychopath.
I got me.
All right. We're here. We did it.
Yeah, man. As you know, it always takes me, that intro song takes me to a place. I'm sort of open when I first start the show, and it sort of primes me in the right way.
That's what good rock and roll music does.
Absolutely.
All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm Keith Paesel. This is my podcast. We're going to watch TV. We're going to make fun of it and try and get into some worldly topics through making fun of television. That's what we do every week. Welcome to the viewers who watch every week, to the new viewers and listeners, to the thousands.
That is the truth.
Listeners.
We actually have what was it, like 2,000 downloads?
It gets around like 1,500. I have to look. I could actually look.
Okay. That, hey, that's more than I would ever expect. I mean, but at the same time, we've put the time in. We've worked.
Yeah.
We've been consistent at least.
Got a little format going here.
That's been a key breakthrough for me and my satisfaction level with the podcast. I kind of think we figured out kind of the spine of the show. Here's the thing about it, Keith. People have sometimes accused me, you're a tight ass.
Let's
whatever.
start channel surfing here.
They implying you're cheap kind of implies you're a tight ass.
Frugal. You're frugal.
No, the fact is, you have to have some structure in your existence. You need it. When you create the structure, then you can actually be goofy within that
James
structure.
Bailey's in the chat here, by the way.
Again, if you have the spine of the show figured out, which I think we're evolving, but I think we're getting there. So, for those of us listening,
my problem is here's my issue. Sometimes I get excited about the show in the days leading up to it, and then the night before and the night of, it isn't even stage fright. I just kind of will weirdly lose my enthusiasm for stuff. That's why I kind of like preparing late. Yeah, because for some reason, whenever I'm prepared, like I'll get excited preparing the shit. Yeah. And I'll have all my notes. This is what I'm going to say here. Yeah. And then like hours before the show, I'll be standing around my kitchen being like, oh, that was dumb. Why was I excited about that? Like I just lose confidence in it.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, to me, that is and I know from a life of suffering of anxiety, that definitely, again, depression is the opposite side of the same coin as anxiety. Anxiety and depression are on the same coin. And there's the same kind of
sides of the coin. It's a B-side Kiss fucking track right there.
Oh, that was a deep cut. God, I just heard, I was listening when I was driving. I was listening to Hotter Than Hell. Hot. It's all about this like a hot woman. She's hotter than hell.
And probably 15.
Listen. Their music, and when I was a kid, you got to understand, that was like Marilyn Manson or something in my 7-year-old mind. It was like this dark, scary thing. And you listen to their music, it is so bad. They've got a couple. Deuce is a decent song.
Nothing to Lose is a good song. Yeah, Firehouse is a good song.
Who Gotta Choose. Remember the song Gotta Choose?
Gotta Choose is good. That's a slow one, right?
Yeah, well, I remember that was a song that was played when I was in the 8th grade, Mike Cross, a musician in my junior high school, was a Kiss fan, and the band played Kiss's "Gotta Choose." That's what they played for their song. Like Kiss was deemed like dark, you know.
Well,
and
they spat fire and blood and shit.
Yeah, the pyrotechnics. They certainly were one of the first bands to really invest in that.
Mission Impossible movie here. This is what's good about recording in the morning too. They throw these movies for the stay-at-home fucking gals.
Oh, okay, good.
To cheese over Tom Cruise for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rob's here. Rob Aponte's here. James Bailey's here in the chat.
What I understand about Tom Cruise's career, these Mission Impossible movies was the first time he ever did a sequel. He wanted to hold off from doing sequels. I think.
Strutter's good. Bailey says Strutter's good too.
Strutter. Yeah, but boy, come on. I mean, hotter than hell. She's hot, hot as hell. I think it's hot.
Hotter than hell. You know she's gonna win her all.
I mean, rhythmically, it's like this is not working.
Remember when they tried to do a disco record?
I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. That was Kisses, you know. But like Cruise then started doing sequels. I gotta be honest with you. Whenever I've seen these, like this looks perfectly fine to me. Showing off his bicep.
It's like how and what you would enjoy about these is it's not. You don't have to suspend your disbelief too much.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly.
Because he actually does this shit. So they do figure it out to where a human being can actually do it.
Yeah.
Because he has to do all his weird short person stunts.
Yeah. But it's. I mean, it is.
So he really scaled a building. He just had like something underneath him to catch him.
Yeah, which they took out.
Yeah,
exactly. But I'm gonna do this. Like, wow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in your psyche, Tom.
They won't believe I'm scamming the world.
I mean,
if I do this myself.
I mean, I guess again, having never been close to famous in my entire life, but to be that level of fame, I mean, to say, okay, I'm gonna retire. I don't know. I think he's aging gracefully, Cruise. I mean, he had a blip there. He had a blip there, you know, with Oprah and that. Because up to that point, he was literally almost like the perfect man or something. That's how he was being portrayed. Yeah, you know. And then
he jumped on that couch.
Yeah, and it was like, something's wrong here. Let's dig into his life.
He's just like, please help me.
But again, every time I've watched little bits and pieces, these are good movies. I don't mind.
Now this was
and you know
show,
me. I'll be very critical of a mainstream movie.
This was like a '60s television show. Right?
It was also into the early. I have very faint memories of. Dun, and they would show a close up. They had the music, and they'd show a close up of a fuse going into a stick of dynamite, like a lit fuse.
Oh yeah, they did that.
And that was like, holy shit. The tension that created in my 5-year-old mind was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I give them credit. You know,
they did that in the first movie. They had the fucking dynamite, like that was like the hook of the first movie.
Man, it is him. It's like, he's trying to kick the window in. Okay,
James Bailey's right too. This franchise did age well. Like the older movies are the cheesier ones.
Oh yeah,
they got more action packed, and I feel like he wanted to be like a stunt guy as they got more. Like the first one is more of a movie. There's less stunts. It's more of a James Bondy, him just turning corners with a gun in his hand and shit.
Well, yeah, that's De Palma. That was De Palma's like one of his huge.
Says I don't like 1 through 3 of the Mission Impossible franchises. 4 through 6 are fine.
Have there been 6 total?
Yeah. Probably. I mean, they're coming, and then he's got the Jack Reacher movies.
Yeah, which is kind of like this. Basically,
it's the same thing. He's a different guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
A different guy. It's insane.
It's, the whole thing of like having to maintain.
Jack Impossible.
Do you understand? Tom Cruise has been famous for almost 40 years now. For me, his fame started with Risky Business. Now, granted, Top Gun like shot him into the stratosphere.
Oh yeah,
like he totally took the leap with Top Gun.
I love how when we watch Top Gun and they kiss, and you're like, those are two people that have never kissed, fucking the opposite gender.
Exactly. Well, you look at I went back and watched that movie. I've been going through this habit here during the pandemic of watching like 80s movies that I saw in the theater and like comparing my response now to watching it then. I've blocked out certain memories. The whole scene where he and Kelly McGillis are kissing, I literally blocked that out. When I watch that now, it is so awkward. It's like she's such a lesbian and he's so gay. It's not.
Yeah, look at him running down the building. He's got to go. They have to be in Dubai. They're in one. They're in one of those man-made cities. God. Most of those buildings are empty. They're there
I'm
to
sure,
just draw eyes. It's like purely for a skyline for skyline purposes.
God, it's one of the absolute scams. One of the absolute scams of, look at this. Look at our economy. It's exploding. We have buildings like this that are half occupied.
Those fucking buildings were built on the limbs of American journalists.
You know. So. Well, I think it was a lot of like electricians and
old Hawkeye pretending to be a pussy here.
Oh, look at that.
Hawkeye has to be brave at some point.
Yeah. I mean, they get a cast. This guy's a totally respected, decent actor. Jeremy, whatever his name is. I mean, he's pretty good, you know.
Aponte likes the Peter Graves Mission Impossible show.
Absolutely.
Said one thing, if you watch the old Mission Impossible show, I never had any interest in the movies.
Well, you have to understand. Peter Graves and also Leslie Nielsen making the leap into comedy with Airplane. I remember from my sensibility, that was like, whoa. And Lloyd Bridges, these were like deemed serious actors in my mind when I was like 10 or 11 years old. So them playing these like really goofy over the top characters was like, whoa, this is like a different thing for them, you know?
What have we got? Hillary. Oh, is this the fucking...
Them to win.
We never watched
we didn't finish it up. Now they're getting deep into it.
Strangers, and I'm sure they already hate me.
They're like in the trial. She's not so much of a sassy bitch now because fucking America's chewing this fat bitch alive.
I think I told you this story about, I used to live next door in Wisconsin.
We've switched topics to the Clinton thing, by the way.
Exactly.
I'm doing this for the listeners.
Exactly.
I realize that since we have thousands of them.
Yeah, we have to do that because that's one of the, I think, something we have to work on. Let's put it that way. Of going off topic too much, but you get excited.
But we tell people what topic it is. I don't think they mind the going off topic. It's that we just do it without mentioning it.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe we'll go back to Mission Impossible. Who knows? That's the thing about cable TV. You change the channel, you change your mind.
Yeah, that is true. But I was just my point I was going to go off on with Peter
Graves, Leslie Nielsen.
No, the impeachment show that we haven't watched more episodes of. But again, I lived next door to Tommy Thompson's nephew, and Tommy Thompson was the governor.
They knew
of
about
Wisconsin.
the dick.
And yeah, exactly. Like, I remember him telling me, like in 1991, when it was becoming apparent that Clinton was going to be the Democratic nominee in 91. Jerry Brown had a chance in there too, but really it was going to be Clinton. And Clinton, basically.
Why do I know that name?
Well, Jerry Brown. Jerry Brown was the governor of California.
And wasn't he like a fucking swinger and shit?
Well, he was the youngest governor. He was like 38 years old when he was governor.
He had a fishbowl at the door of the governor's mansion.
He also dated Linda Ronstadt. Like he had a country rock star girlfriend. But then he became the oldest governor. But he was Moonbeam, they called him.
You think when he wouldn't fuck her?
Moonbeam, we give him a nickname. That's what we do with the left. We give him a nickname.
When she wouldn't fuck him, he'd get Blue Bayous.
No, I think that, but anyway, the playbook. So Brown had a chance, but Clinton was becoming the apparent guy, and he had a good showing in Wisconsin. And I bumped into this guy who was my neighbor, who was Tommy Thompson's nephew, who was being groomed for Republican success in the future, being groomed from a young age of making money in Wisconsin and knowing how to do it. And he was just like, oh, yeah, Clinton's got a problem with skirts. He's got a problem with women.
Ooh, skirts. He's got a problem with the skirts.
They knew like that was his weakness. So they brought that out in a second term because when he got reelected, that was a real kind of slap in the face to the Republican Party because they arrogantly thought, we've mastered this presidential thing with Reagan. We're going to always
Kumail is in this commercial.
I know. I can't. I really. No, I want to talk about other.
Oh, no, but look at it.
I know.
Look at his chiseled fucking Hollywood face.
Yeah, well,
he looks like a claymation doll now. Look at that guy.
Yeah, I really, I'm sorry, I can't.
It looks like someone smashed his face with a brick, but really he paid a doctor to smash his face with a brick.
Well, I think he worked out for
his head didn't match his body at that point.
Yeah,
he still had a round nerd head.
Yeah.
But Jerry Falwell, fucking Bill Clinton, dick.
Well, yeah,
had a problem with skirts.
Yeah,
Tommy Thompson sounds like the namesake of the gun, by the way.
Well, yeah, Tommy Thompson was the governor in Wisconsin for that. That's when the state became a rightward shift. It went from a progressive state, they said, to a purple, but no, it became right wing. But it was so they knew his weakness was then. So they planted that. They knew they were going to go after him on that level. So they went after him, and quite successfully. It worked. But at the same time,
he won, but it worked. No one trusted him after that.
Well, but the thing about the country,
I don't trust you with my daughter anymore.
Again, I will say this, and what upsets me so much, my financial, and I have to just let go of this when I think of my 20s, and economically how the country was doing so well.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was because Clinton did a very good job. They passed some very smart, sensible budgets. And it flew in the face of the idea that government can't work. It actually said, no, government can actually kind of work when run properly. So they did not want that to be a narrative.
I mean, culturally, the 90s
this.
Fucking dominated, too. The 90s was the peak of human civilization by far.
Well, because, again, it was the peace dividend of the Cold War ending. You know, we can pump billions back into, tens of billions back into us. So there was a real dividend, the peace dividend of that. And that all changed on September 11th. Yet the issues and the problems were still there in the 90s, obviously. And the playbook was being figured out, of course. But September 11th, and I knew it, I was like, this is going to be a bad thing. And there's going to be bad decision after bad. I can think well on a macro level. Sometimes on the micro level, I fall short. Anyway,
well, here's on a micro level. We'll get into some topics, some commercial topics. We're going to get into, we got the ESPN on right now, so we'll get into some sports stuff. Your boy, Adrian Peterson, is a Tennessee Titan.
I knew he was going to be picked up by someone. I was like, yeah, he'll still get a half-season paycheck. He needs that money because I got a feeling he didn't handle his cash very well.
Oh, I'm sure.
If I'm a betting man.
He had financial problems with the court cases for beating his son with an old school switch, by the way.
I know. And then, like,
a switch too?
I know.
Well, just backhand the kid.
Yeah, that is like, you know what that is? That's some Southern family justice.
It's bad for the environment too.
You know, you rip that switch out. That shit hurts. I tell you what, I'm old enough to remember living in Virginia. I'm old enough to remember like hearing that as a threat used against kids, like white kids. I'm gonna get the switch on you, like white
some
trash
people
kids.
Say Virginia.
You know what? Yeah, it was. You know,
there was a video I used to watch, tripping on acid, and it's this guy going. It's this song this guy does for kids about fucking vaginal parts of just like girls have a vagina, boys, and when he says girls have a vagina, there's a guy who cuts in, a Jerry Lewis type guy who goes, and some people call it Virginia.
Really? That was like a gag they had, like a joke.
It's this weird thing. So it's called the Lost and Found tapes, and it's this dude he found, the legend is, this is how the tapes are described, he found a bag of VHS tapes in a dumpster and just put them together. Just took each tape randomly and
spliced them
them together. Each one has kind of a theme, but it's literally crazy chaos. Like if you're watching it and you're like, I don't know what you're watching, you're not supposed to know.
Yeah.
There's one where this dude, it's a home movie of a guy serving his family a pie, and then it cuts in of him having a bunch of dudes jerk off into the pie, and then you find out that his family was like cruel to him and shit, and they're all eating this pie, and you're like, fuck yeah. But then it's like Bollywood shit, just weird, hilarious. That's how I saw Crazy Horses, was on the Lost and Found tapes. It just all of a sudden showed Crazy Horses.
I have to admit that is, when I think of certain moments we've had,
we got to get a Viking update too.
Of watching Crazy Horses, it is, it's weird. And again, they thought they were like rocking out hard. That was hard for the Osmonds.
We do got an hour and a half to the trade deadline.
So with the Viking, we get a Viking.
They finally lost for you.
Well, yeah. I mean, what's upsetting to me is that, again, I have a certain expectation that when a team comes out,
Big Dick Nick,
when a team comes out of the bye. When a team comes out of the bye, they should play pretty well. They should have figured some things out in the first 6 games. There's enough tape there to say, okay, here are the improvements we have to do. Here's how we're going to get better, and we're going to be rested. And we have a showcase to display this on Sunday night to say, you know something? The Vikings are actually a good football team, but they're not a good football team because they're weak. That's the reason why. Don't get me off on my tangent. No. They are a weak football team.
Add to it.
No, go ahead.
You sounded like fucking Al Franken's character when he looks in the mirror. The Vikings are good enough. We play hard. Stuart Smalley or whatever that guy's name was.
You missed the tone of what I was saying.
I know, and
they should be able to figure out. They should be able to figure out.
I'm gonna talk about the Mike Florio stuff. I'm piloting the ship here. I got a lot of things going. Like, I'm letting the people react. We got 3 people watching right now. We had 5.
Yeah, but the fact is, the fact is this is an opportunity for them to showcase that they're actually a decent team. Because there were some elements.
And Zimmer's got to save his job.
And he
didn't.
This is the beginning of the end of Zimmer. And you know something? What is frustrating to me, though, and this is why my brother and I, they have to get rid of the GM, too.
Yeah.
They have to get rid of the GM also because...
Spillman.
Yeah, they have... This has been 15 years of him. It's not consistent. It's spotty. I don't know what naked pictures he has on Ziggy Wolf. At the same time, this is also an indictment of the NFL and the economics dynamics and how it's run. They know, okay, if we just do a certain amount of things and get like mediocrity, there'll be enough interest, we'll get enough attendance, and they've mastered that kind of strata of the business model. They can still make money. But they don't have to win a Super Bowl to make money. So it's like they're stuck in this middling, boring phase.
That's what Mike Florio said. He goes, the Vikings will never be good enough to win a Super Bowl, but never bad enough to blow it all up. They're in this, like, he said it's purple purgatory.
Yeah, absolutely. And so and I get the strategy that hiring Zimmer to begin with, you have to do that because Aaron Rodgers is in your division and you face them twice a year. So you have got to do something. So they kind of dealt with him okay at different times.
You can't give Spielman credit for drafting Peterson either, because that's a no-brainer.
He wasn't the GM yet.
Okay.
He wasn't the GM yet.
He was in the system.
Yeah, he was. He was like one notch below
Who was
that.
The GM? Ziggy Jackson, or these
Jeff
weird
Diamond. It might have been
these
Jeff
weird
Diamond.
GM names.
I know, and so. But he didn't become the GM until probably, I would say, 12 to 13 years ago. This is what he is. His drafting is not good. His depth is not good. So then they got to go out and spend money on free agents. They're always missing a component. Here's what pissed me off in the game. Off. They had a good drive. They script their first 15 plays perfectly fine and executed every time. The same thing against the Browns. Score a touchdown on their first drive. Decent drive. They mix it up well. They wrong foot the defense. Touchdown right away.
The defense learns.
That's great. And that's fine. They're going to adjust. Then you have to adjust.
Right.
When they go through their 15 plays, they don't know what to do after that. They don't know how to adjust. They have a 34-year-old offensive coordinator who I'm sure is intimidated by Mike Zimmer. And Mike Zimmer hates offense and hates the kicking game. So that manifests itself in the way that they play. He's just an old fucking white red ass. Get rid of him. He's a 64-year-old man.
Top 10 television show. Manifest.
So they manifest themselves in this just mediocre. His high watermark is 2017, which never would have happened if Anthony Barr hadn't broke Aaron Rodgers' collarbone. And they changed the rules after that. You can't roll up on him.
Anytime a star player makes a mistake or gets hurt, the whole system changes. The whole thing of you have to take the ball home with you and fucking put it on a shelf before it's officially a touchdown rule.
Yeah.
That's because the year the Bears were really good, the Detroit Lions beat them at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But the narrative was the Bears have to go to the Super Bowl. So the refs were like, he didn't have total control of it in the end zone.
I know.
And that's the Megatron rule. And that's because the Bears they couldn't lose that game. I think there was just a narrative in their heads of like, man, how good were the Bears this game? It would stink if they lost because of this.
Yeah. Whenever the Bears are good to me, whenever they are, and they've had some flash. 2001 was a good team for the Bears with Jim Miller as a quarterback. That was young Urlacher. Yeah, that was young Urlacher. And then in 2006, but when they were good, it seemed, and they were good like in there a sporadic amount of years. It's always some fucking luck fest of like tipped balls and double interceptions and
peanut pop.
Yeah, and just like what is
punching the ball out?
Those back-to-back games against the Browns and the 49ers.
I think he did 3 in a row because the third game.
Did you love Mike Brown as a kid?
Mike Brown is still as a kid.
Yeah.
I'll buy Mike Brown dinner right now. You kidding me?
Yeah, because those wins they would have were so fucking ridiculous. I'm like, how is this happening? But they were smart. They did have history. You could say special teams fucking matters, man.
I agree with the chat here. Rob Aponte says the Vikings are still better than the Bears. I agree with that. James Bailey says, yeah, but the Bears got a major positive off a loss. Keith's boy Fields has a high ceiling.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to let him run, and I've been saying that for the entire show. You have to design run plays for him. I didn't watch any of the highlights. Did they have design run plays for him too?
Yeah,
where he rolled out and like ran.
Here, let me try and find that.
You got to do that because he's good enough to get out to the edge. In the modern game. It's
the modern NFL.
Which I'm learning to. My old school ways are adapting. I give myself some credit and flexibility on that. I'm very much a power I guy, but when you have a team that runs an offense that's like shitting a manhole cover when they get on the field, when they actually have talent, Jefferson is good. Thielen still is actually a decent enough player, I think. And I think Cook's a pretty good running back. And I think their tight ends are good. Let them fucking play a little bit. Well, this is what
happens when you play an actual good team. And I think you underestimated the Cowboy defense.
Oh, their defense blows, and they made their defense look like
Parsons
fucking,
is good.
Gregory's very good.
Gregory's good. Micah Parsons is good.
Those are true guys.
Trayvon Diggs has 47 interceptions.
Yeah, Trayvon Diggs, they pick on him because he falls to the double move all the time. That's the reason why they should have gone after him more. But because he's given up 1,200 yards of receiving yards. So it's just like, the interception thing is just this obvious stat. Well, Deion would have like 4 interceptions in a season sometimes. It's truly because he was a shutdown corner. 1/3 of the field was gone, if not half, because of him. Because they knew if they throw it near him, he's just going to get the ball. It's not that way now.
God damn it with this internet.
But I give so Fields actually played relatively well, right? I want to see some. I didn't see any of these highlights. They still got smoked though.
I don't know how much of the audio I could play.
Man. Yeah.
I mean, they did. It's the defense failed them across the board. Everybody in Chicago and the national media. This is a failing of the Bears. But this is what I said. The Bears defense is getting old.
Right there. That is exactly what they should do.
Bears, but not every time. He has don't make him a running quarterback.
No, exactly. But 2 or 3 times a game as rookie, you got to get first downs, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
2 or 3 times a game.
Watch this throw he makes across the body here. Watch this fucking throw. I think it's next here.
Yeah.
He makes a throw. This is Mahomes-ish right here. Watch this rollout. Comes around. Across the body.
Yeah, it's a good toss.
Pinpoint, dude.
Yeah, that was a good
pinpoint.
Pass. That was a good pass. And it's also using his advantage. That guy's 6'8". Throw it out there. You can jump out for it. So that's a smart play. That's a good play.
And then he does the run, but he looked really good, and he looked more aware.
Yeah,
he was hurrying up the line. He looked more in control of the offense.
That was also the Buccaneers defense saying
he still slides
still
weird.
Relevant.
He still slides weird.
Yeah,
he like falls on the ground. He looks like he flops like a soccer player, which I love. Anytime a defensive player touches him, he falls like a pro wrestler.
I mean, again, he can move.
They called this back though.
But that was a good play. Yeah, he did.
Stunk.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a Fields growth game. And that's where
what a bad offensive line.
But that's where the disconnect from this is with the disconnect from the fans. And even because you're in the headspace of I want the Vikings to make the playoffs and win a Super Bowl. The Bears fans across the board know the Bears are bad.
Yeah.
We care that the offensive line is bad and that we don't want Fields to get hurt. But I don't care if the Bears win. This whole we need to make a playoff push is fucking ridiculous to me.
You got to just see him develop.
This team is not good.
Yeah.
This season should be all about Justin Fields.
Developing him. Absolutely. Yep. No,
everything should be put into him.
Yeah.
I love Hub Arkish, but he comes on the radio every Wednesday and gets upset.
Hub Arkish.
He comes on and Chicago.
I'm working a double
He comes
shift.
on Chicago radio and guys, they're trying to win games to make the playoffs here. Why?
No, exactly. I think it's perfectly fine to have a shitty year, but God,
look at him spin Warner. That was their best linebacker. He just spun out.
But it's also he's under siege, which is like, you got to get that line figured out, man. I mean,
but that's eventually.
And so what? At the same time, I think the line probably can improve. But no, I think that then they got to have some formations like what the Cowboys did.
He faked the camera guy out on that one.
Yeah, what they did with the Cowboys, they put 2 offensive linemen in the back. They ran the reverse wishbone, basically to give that guy more protection, the backup quarterback. But that weak Viking defense playing way too soft in the corners, way too soft.
Someone said that Justin Fields looks like Eli Manning in his rookie year right now. In the sense that for the first few games, he looked like he didn't know what he was doing.
They're an entirely different quarterback.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
It's not about this wasn't about the style of play.
Yeah.
It was about that because I remember when they first started Eli Manning, everybody was like, this guy doesn't look like he has it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just clicked on and he started playing well. That's what Mike Greenberg was saying, not the style of play. He was saying like this 49er game is the first game of his actual career. Like this is the game we'll look back on as like this is when he became an NFL quarterback.
Well, he had to respond to last week because he played very poorly against the Buccaneers. He was not good in the Buccaneer game. So again, I have to give him credit. I have to give him credit for responding. I have to give him credit.
That was the Colin Cowherd 3-word game. I sum up everything in 3 words.
But with Manning, everyone knew he was good right away. It was weird. He was good right away. He said it took him 10 games to really figure it out, which, do you understand how quick that is?
It's very fast.
To figure it out in 10 games, it's like, wow. The game is different, though. I mean, the style of play is different. I actually think I am embracing this new form of the game. So I'm embracing it.
The Rams got Von Miller. They traded for Von Miller. 2 second-day draft picks, because I don't think they have second-round draft picks.
Yeah.
So whatever their second day is, they'll probably trade for some draft picks to fucking give to the fucking...
I give them credit, man. They're going for it.
Oh, and Kroenke's a billionaire. He's worth like $10 billion or something like that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, if not more.
He's got enough juice to where he's trying to just run away from this lawsuit in St. Louis.
God.
The city of St. Louis is suing him for moving the team.
Yeah.
And he says, I don't want to pay legal fees. The NFL should pay my legal fees.
Well, what I heard is that my brother and I were talking about this, is that this is now going to be a business strategy for NFL owners if they want to move. Is to say, okay, if the NFL pays my costs, if they pay my costs, I'll just do it.
Put Colin Cowherd on.
And then what else they'll do is they'll pimp and say, okay, we want someone to move in here. Oh, we'll have an expansion team here. So they'll get an expansion fee for that too. So they'll get an expansion fee, which is literally, it pays, I think it's $1.5 billion just to have a team go to the NFL. So like if they say, okay, NFL pays for their legal fees, and it's much less than that. It's like, okay, yeah, we'll pay the legal fees, and then we'll have an expansion team go.
Bailey is the Rams fan.
It's another way that owners are fucking things.
He says the Rams have 0 picks in the 2022 draft.
That might be the case. Yeah, I think they're probably truly just going all in. They're going all in this year, and they want to make a splash.
And they don't have
stadium.
an old team.
Oh no, they
got some players under contract. Like there's. What I'm saying is they don't really need a draft for the next couple of years.
Yeah. Well,
now there could be a situation in 3 years where they can't sign everybody, and you're just like, okay, we're gonna suck immediately.
Yeah. I mean,
Stafford's not young.
Oh, I know. I mean, they're going all in with
Aaron
him
Donald.
for this year.
Aaron Donald is a veteran at this point.
He's good,
so he's going to be declining soon.
Yeah,
Jalen. There will be a moment where it's like, okay, next year we're going to be 1-15.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, they want to make a splash. It's the first year of that stadium. They could possibly play in the Super Bowl in their home stadium. That is a very LA, like, ooh, we're flashy and going to take care of things. We're going to
get some
we're
NFL
a flash
trade.
in the pan,
NFL trade stuff here while we talk about sports.
But with the Vikings and them making a statement, here's the play that pissed me off. So they scored that touchdown. Then the Cowboys missed a field goal, which I've always said, you miss a field goal on the road, you fucking lose. You are asking to lose the game when you miss a field goal on the road. So the next drive, they had an open. Justin Jefferson was wide open by 20 yards down the sideline, and he kind of pulled up and did a half stutter step, and then Cousins overthrew him too, and Cousins just went ballistic. He went ballistic. He got absolutely upset about it. They hit that play. They're up 14-0, and it's just like a good team when other team makes a mistake, they immediately pounce on it.
Yeah.
They don't have that in them to do that. They can't do that. So when that didn't happen, I was like, "Oh yeah, they're probably not going to win this game."
I hope the Cowboys win the Super Bowl so you can be like, they're not good. I think it'll be hilarious to watch the Cowboys in the playoffs being like, they're not even a good team.
I'm not going to say they're not good. When they have Prescott, I think their offense is pretty goddamn
good. Our boy Colin Cowherd has them number 2 on his power rankings now. I think everyone today I watched everyone's power rankings. Everyone has the Packers and the Cowboys 1 and 2 as the best teams in the NFL.
Yeah, well, I mean they won with a backup quarterback who hadn't played in 40 years.
Rush.
So when you can't beat a team at home on a Sunday night game, if you can't do that, you're a soft team. You're not the identity.
Got
of your
the
coach.
Sanchez here on Colin Cowherd.
It's almost like you defer some.
I love NFL narratives. Now everybody's like, is Zach Wilson really the starter?
Is Mike White? Is he the guy who played for Oklahoma?
Mark Sanchez.
No. Mike White. Is their quarterback?
He's
White?
Like a younger veteran. Yeah, I think it was the Oklahoma guy.
No, it can't be him. It can't be him, man. That guy hasn't played like in 12 years. I can't. My references, maybe he did play for Oklahoma. It was only like 5 years ago.
I mean, he's been in the league for a little bit, but this was his first NFL start.
The Bungles, man. I was kind of semi-believing.
He played for South Florida and Western Kentucky. Transfer portal guy. He went through the portal.
Yeah, those two conferences and those two schools, like the programs they run. Oh man.
So I'm going to go through the trade deadline. The trade deadline has passed. We got live updates. Good.
Because what is this, baseball? I don't know. It just.
I mean, people get excited about this stuff.
Yeah, but it's just
the Rams just upgraded their defense for the rest of their draft.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're trying to go with the because with Floyd, Miller, and Donald, they actually have some players up front that can actually make some noise.
The Chiefs got this dude Melvin Ingram.
Well, yeah, he was a good linebacker for the Chargers for many years. But I
Cleveland has. Oh, you can go finish.
No. I mean, they need all the help they can get on defense. I mean, they need a player on there. Kansas City's defense
they're awful.
Is not very good.
The Kansas City's defense and the Bears' offense can have a shitty ass fucking game.
It'd probably be high scoring, but like also mistakes and shit too. You know, it's like one of those.
And
games.
Mahomes is hurt. We've discussed that before the game. Me and Crow believe that Patrick Mahomes is secret hurt.
Yeah,
severely.
Well, I think Chris Sims.
He's got the old Joakim Noah foot.
Yeah, or I think of Andrew Toney, who had like bad plantar fasciitis, so
that shit's rough.
Is that actually
foot problems are rough? Yeah,
is that what got rid of Noah? Because Noah was a good player for a while.
He had a bad foot. He had a chronic foot problem.
Yeah, well, that's what Greg Oden or Bill Walton had. That human beings are not supposed to be that tall. So if you're pounding on it that much,
how many really old tall people do you know?
Yeah.
They die.
Yeah, they do. And they get gawky when they get old. It's like, oh boy, like the way they move.
They look like
shit.
just a man made of pencils running around.
Yeah, like a sort of like Mr. Wasn't there a Saltine character? Like they're just sort of like they have a bony.
And
sort
after
of
that
look.
joke, we'll be back from a word from our sponsors. Compton, we're back.
So yeah, it is. They're going for it this year. The Rams are, So, but yeah, all those feet issues. Mahomes, I think Mahomes probably has some foot, and you got to be able to deal with it. They're tricky. Andrew Toney was a shooting guard for the Philadelphia 76ers. On like the team that won in '83, the only championship that Dr. J won in the NBA.
The Moses Maloney.
Yeah, Moses Maloney. I mean, they smoked everyone. They were a great basketball team.
By the way, that's one of those guys where you get an old head. That Moses Malone was as good as MJ. People don't want to tell you. Moses fucking Malone.
For a stretch of time, he was a rebounding machine. That guy got boards. He got boards constantly. He knew like complete old man, big man game. Like
Kevin Kellum's here.
He knew how to move. Charles Barkley said the player that made him the NBA player that he became was Moses Malone. They played for a year, and he talked to Moses a lot about how to be a player in the league. And he said, I think it was like his toughness. Moses Malone was an all-star. In like 94, he was still an all-star.
Oh, yeah. I remember him.
He just died a couple years ago.
I remember him. That's why it blew my mind as a kid when I would watch the NBA films shit.
Yeah.
Where they'd be like, Moses Malone in the 80s. I'd be like, that guy plays now.
Oh, I know. He won the MVP in 79, 80, and 82, or was it? He won it 3 years in a 4-year period. Dr. J won it 1 year, and then Moses Malone won it the other.
Here's
other
how
three.
out of it was I was
79,
with age.
80, and 82.
I thought legitimately Karl Malone, John Stockton, Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Clyde Drexler. I thought they were all in the prime of their careers in the 90s.
Really?
It shocked me when I was like, they're retiring already? And then my dad was like, no, they've been playing for like 20 years.
Oh,
and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, interesting.
You mean I didn't see young Hakeem Olajuwon?
Oh, yeah.
Or Dikembe Mutombo. Well, I kind of saw young Mutombo.
Exactly. Well, Olajuwon.
Steve Smith, the old Atlanta Hawk jersey with the fucking bird sprawling across it.
Dude, I'm old enough that I saw him play in college. I saw Steve Smith playing college.
We're 36 minutes in, by the way, Kellum. He wanted to know how long we're in.
I appreciate that. But yeah, with Moses Malone going off on him. He won the MVP, I think it was in 79, 82, and 83. So the Sixers signed him, and they were 68 and 14. That was the best team I'd ever seen until the Bulls had that amazing year when they won 72 games. Andrew Toney was a shooting guard on that team. He had to retire after like 6 years. His nickname was because he had a bad foot, and it was really bad plantar fasciitis.
NBA players got weird and mashed up fucking triangle toes. They're all folded over each other.
It's also because
you got that fucking fold over shit.
I had a pair of old Jordans that were my basketball shoe for 12 years. 12 years. I should have kept. If I had those now, they'd be worth $1,000. They'd be worth $1,000. I sold them.
Look how clean Mark Sanchez's face is, by the way. Now we're making fun of the TV again.
Well, I think that they had that steam machine. Some people.
Oh yeah.
They go in front of a steam machine for 20 minutes before they go on film. Do you know who? I think we all
Pete
know who-
Holmes does that.
Yes, he does.
So Odell Beckham's dad blames Baker Mayfield for OBJ's lack of production.
I mean, when
Well, I can tell you, Mayfield
so
has got Cousins-like tendencies.
Dude, Colin Cowherd got a big boner under the desk. He fucking hates Baker Mayfield.
He does.
It's the one thing he's slightly wavers on, but he still wavers on it. At first, Baker was a bust. He's not going to do anything. He's a superstar. He's doing the commercials already. And then Baker had a good season. Well, you might not win a Super Bowl with him, but he's good. He's a good player. But I still don't trust him to do anything.
Yeah.
And then this year, I told you can't win with Baker.
You know, the fact is, it's tough to win. I mean, yeah.
Well, he's
and
also
there's high
playing with one arm.
expectations. Yeah, exactly. He literally, his one shoulder is completely botched up, and it's like, that was also a bonehead play, man. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't. I mean, I'm sorry. You can't. I know you want to be like tough for the team and you're pissed off you threw a pick. You also have a career to think about. As much as Deion Sanders, you know, would like, he would not tackle. You got to make that business decision. Am I going to separate my shoulder and literally cut my career by 6 years? No, you're not going to do that. You want to make money, you know? So it's like, I kind of get that. You say, oh yeah, they're soft. Well, yeah, there's a lot of money at stake and they don't want to have a bad shoulder. So to me, that's one thing the modern athlete, I think, and the more, I think is actually, I respect that about them. They're smart about that, you know? So you can't do that. You can't go after them like that. You know, you got to think about your career and your future.
I also hope, by the way, that the Bears trade nobody. Because, again, don't make the team better. Aside from maybe some offensive linemen to protect Fields, but like, you can pick some fat schlubs off the street.
Well, that's what they think. And
you can get a line of
happens.
meat to fucking, but don't do this whole, there's a bunch of idiotic trade David Montgomery, flip him for A-Rob needs to go, try and get some pieces to make a playoff push. Like, no, don't.
Good. I respect that. You have I respect that because you're totally right. It's like, just be bad.
Be bad and get a high draft pick.
Did Mac hurt himself too? Is
He's
Mac
got
hurt?
I think he's got a foot problem.
Ooh.
He's an old man.
He's starting to get a little bit long in the tooth.
You love
just a
saying
little bit.
that.
You know, but you got to figure out that there's a time, I think, when a football player can fall off the ledge. It ain't like baseball, I think, or even basketball to a certain extent. You can kind of fit a different kind of role. But when you're in football, you can fall off that ledge, I think, in a hurry. You know?
That's my judge of Bears games. Can I watch Justin Fields highlights?
Yeah.
That Tampa Bay game was a fucking downer.
Yeah.
There was no Justin Fields highlights.
Yeah.
He played awful.
Oh,
you can't
was
defend him in
terrible.
that game.
So I give him credit for playing better this game. You know, it's a bounce back game. You know?
I think he had a couple almost bounce picks. God damn it, the stream started over again.
Yeah.
I hate that happens.
Yeah.
Because now I have to re-upload the video.
Yeah, man. But I think that, I mean, again, there is enough there. He's got to win a game again here. He's got to win a game or two here. He's got to throw in a win or two, you know? Because when they beat the Raiders that time, I was like, fuck, they're better than the Vikings. That was the same day of my meltdown with the Lions, you know, and it was like, I was like, the Bears are better than the Vikings, you know, and I used to think, no, the Vikings are better than the Bears. I don't think. I mean, Vikings will lose to the Bears in Soldier Field. That'll be a big Fields like coming out party. Hey, you know, he beat the Vikings. You know, like he'll win another couple games, then he'll beat the Vikings too. Vikings will lose in Chicago. This is it. This is the end of the Zimmer era.
Yeah,
you know?
Bailey, I know the stream started over. It's been happening the last 2 weeks, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah. So
I don't know what causes it. It says that it's because the internet's bad.
The interwebs?
It just I looked up why does my stream keep starting over on Streamlabs, and there's no real answer.
Is there some sort of like secret dark web? Like,
no, you just Google it
because you have NFL.
You just Google it.
No, I thought like they knew we watched NFL stuff.
No, that's not happening. It's not. We're not getting cut off.
Okay.
It like I have a countdown of how long we've been on, and it just went from 40 minutes to 0 minutes. It starts us over.
Okay.
But here's what sucks. Whenever it does that, it kills the video. Okay. So the current video that's on YouTube, it's only going to be 40 minutes long.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next time this restarts, it replaces that clip with this. I now have to pull this off and like edit the video and re-upload it to YouTube. Like it's a pain in the ass.
Keith, I want to say something right now. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate
it's awful.
That. It's part of the reason why that you are putting your back into building an audience, and I gotta pull my weight. got to pull my weight a little bit here, you know?
But even that's now it bummed me out. So now I have to get back into like wanting to do a show.
Come on, man.
Because
it's still fun.
I don't know if it I don't know how that is to the watcher. Like, how does it? Can you guys watching? What is it like? Does the like screen reset? Like, is it jarring to watch? Like, how does it look when it restarts?
Does it just go black?
Because for
Does
me,
a test pattern come on?
For me, the timer just restarts. Like, it just goes from however many minutes to 0. But so I don't know how it looks to the viewer.
My sense is it would be this very abrupt, like, it's just over.
You know,
it's like we're mid, like, Cowherd, and we just be that, and we just stop. Like during your Colin Cowherd, borderline Don Corleone. Hey, can you do that for me? Can you do Don Corleone with a combination of Colin Cowherd? I think it's kind of they could work. Just think about it a little bit.
Because they do different S's.
But it's just like, and then
I'd have to see Colin try and do The Godfather. The Godfather. He says you haven't been to my house in 20 years. He would do his own thing.
Oh, Colin, you don't even have the respect to call me Godfather. What did I do to deserve such disrespect? That's such a good scene. It's so good,
Okay, so he says it's just a loading ring. It freezes like 30 seconds and then it goes back on.
Well, okay, so then we go back on. I think that you could just think. You don't have to do it right now. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I think Colin Cowherd. Maybe there should be a banter of Cowherd and me doing I do terrible impressions. I used to do decent impressions when I was young. I do terrible, awful impressions. But it'd just be, yes, oh, Colin. If I was the Godfather, oh, what did you come in here. You never really. I can't do it. It's so bad. It's so bad. I can't because I've been like the
it's the
18,000th person.
You got to get some tea down your throat. Let's get into some TV League stuff though here. And while we do that, we're gonna put on La Brea.
God, there's a big Diana and Spencer. They're making that they're releasing all of those at the same time. They're still going back to that thing that they used to always do. Like,
what is there some anniversary of it or something?
I don't think it is.
I'll tell you what there is an anniversary of.
What?
Today is the anniversary of Game 7 of the 2016 World Series between the Cubs and the Cleveland Guardians. The Retro Guardians.
Again, that World Series, that was the end of me consulting. And I was just like, when that happened, it was only like a week of celebration because then Trump got elected and it was like, oh my God. It was a real like, the gut punch has happened.
So we got some news to do here. I gotta find the show here. Fall TV. They're bringing Law and Order back. Not a reboot. They're just continuing.
Yeah.
Season 21 of Law and Order.
Yeah.
And the dude from Burn Notice, fucking Jeffrey Donovan, is gonna star in it.
That show has been good.
Do you remember L.A. Law?
Yeah, absolutely.
L.A. Law was bigger at one time, right?
Oh, L.A. Law. L.A. Law, like, it literally went from here's what I thought. When L.A. Law came on, it took over the slot for Hill Street Blues. It was a Stephen Bochco produced L.A. Law, law firm-based show. And it was like, whoa, Stephen Bochco has got the magic touch. Because he's parlayed Hill Street Blues, which ended in 87, and turned it into L.A. Law. I don't think they overlapped. We may have discussed that before. L.A. Law, I think, was 87 to like 93 or 94, but maybe it was 86, because if it was 86, they would have overlapped on a year.
It seems likely to join Special Victims Unit and Organized Crime on the Peacock's Thursday night schedule. The former stars Sam Waterston and Anthony Anderson have been in talks to return to the series and franchise. What else do we got here? We got a preview of a new show. This is called Monarchs. I'm going to put this on.
Ooh, it's got a royalty type feeling to it, right?
Well, let me describe the show to you first, and then we could fucking...
Previously on La Brea, a big pit opened up. I like when this gets us back up to speed too.
Well, this is only the second episode. I've been like trying to watch it.
Well, no. This is the previously. They're doing the previously.
Yeah.
So we're enough episodes in now that they got to do previously.
Well, no, this is only episode 2.
Yeah, okay. That looks like Jim Caviezel. Is that the guy who was played Jesus in in Passion of the Christ?
It does look like him, though.
Yeah.
He's too old.
Is that his name?
No, yeah, Jim Caviezel is a total Trumper now.
I watched a clip of his.
He was like
from
at
Eddie
the Capitol
Pepitone.
riot.
I watched an Eddie Pepitone tweet that he sent me. He's like, get ready for this. And he does the speech of Braveheart, of like, but they will never, I mean, his language is like Christian warrior type shit. It's really fucked up. So, it bothers me because. So
there's gonna be a new entry into the TV league here. We're going to watch the trailer. This is called Monarchs. It's about a country western family. Susan Sarandon's in it. And it's this big dynasty country family. And in the description it says, but their fame was built on a lie. Ooh. And Susan Sarandon, she's a strong woman, of course.
Yeah.
She's the glue that needs to hold the failure fucking cheat family together.
This is our chance to show the world that the Roman family legacy will continue beyond me. If you're not ready for this, I guess I just did not do my job.
I'm going to wear a cancer bonnet the whole episode. Look at my cancer bonnet. I'm wearing a bonnet full of cancer.
That's hilarious.
Susan Sarandon, I hate because she's one of these women who talks kind of British. Like, hello,
well, she's Canadian.
Susan Sarandon. I'm an actress, and I'm just so wore out all the time because I act, and it's so stressful to act.
I think
of course, my dear.
Her high watermark, I think, was probably Dead Man Walking. She won an Oscar, I think, for that. Sarandon did. I think she's won 2 Oscars. She's been nominated a good 6 or 7 times. Maybe even more. Sarandon would be...
Trace Adkins is in it.
You know, God gonna get a boot up your ass. That's what we're gonna do when a Muslim a boot up your ass.
Ooh, we got some choke sex
Sarandon is also
happening.
like this big, like left wing, like, you know what I mean? She's a...
I stand for things, dear. I have mores and values. Kiss my hand. Please, I'm an actress. Kiss my hand.
Do you know I heard is like that? Is Jessica Lange. Jessica
dear.
Lange
Yes,
like
my
yeah.
dear.
This
oh
is
my
the
God.
woman who played the Fay Ray character in King Kong.
Are you kidding me? I'm from Tallulah, Kansas. This is how we talk in Kansas. Yes.
She's from a small town of Minnesota.
Yes, this is how we talk in Minneola.
Can you imagine, like, having to take it? I know Madonna had a phase like that, where she had a British accent phase, like in the late 90s. Like, what affect? What is going on in your ego?
Europe, we go to Europe and we hear things and we adapt our dialect.
No.
Our dialect. I have a dialect.
She was in the mid-90s.
Didn't she live in Europe for like 3 years?
Well, I think she lived with Guy Ritchie.
I lived in
married
Europe.
to Guy Ritchie.
I lived in
London. I think
lived in Europe
for
3 years and saw things.
Oh, I think she lived there for even longer. I think she's got a big old mansion out here. Got a big one in Florida.
Oh, she's got a big one. All right.
She's probably got something in Michigan, maybe, even though she ran away.
I'm gonna start at the beginning of this.
She's been famous ever since I was 14 years old.
And then we're gonna go over some fucking fixtures.
Well, what's gonna happen when she actually
here's a real previously.
Oh,
he gives backup. He gives her like his explanation.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell me this?
Because it's classified.
Because it's classified. Because I'm a fucking company man.
Sort of motif that goes on here.
So Grey's Anatomy #4 that lost this week, and there hasn't been a new episode yet, so it might get up to 33 points later on this week. Chicago Med #5 that took a win. Manifest lost 26 points. See, Manifest was huge. Manifest, we were talking about this is going to be the show, and it's fallen down #6.
Interesting. Who's in Manifest again?
It's no one famous. It got popular because it got canceled by NBC, and then Netflix they didn't pick it up. They refused to, and then it was #1 for earlier this year. That was the Squid Game. Manifest was consecutive weeks had 1 billion watch minutes, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
But it's fallen slightly. Chicago Fire #7, Dancing with the Stars #8, Chicago P. All the Chicagos took wins this week. La Brea is #10 in the prime time. It took a big jump this week. Usually it would win and still get shuffled down, but it took 3 points and went solidly mid-table in the prime time.
And why was that? What did it do? I have no idea how to act in these situations.
I think he spoke English.
They were making an assumption. Ooh, it's a big reveal about white supremacy, and you make an assumption about him being
slated to feature a fresh teenagers and their misadventures. That 90s show will air exclusively on Netflix. At this time, it is yet to be revealed who will play the main character. Leia Foreman. Oh God. Written by these. They're cramming this diversity down our throats, Croesus. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's just they're just cramming crappy product.
Here's what it is. What it is though is you do just see it coming a mile away though.
Oh yeah.
Like you can just like picking up the main character, female name, last name of character you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Like it's just make her a new character. It doesn't have to be a female Foreman. Like that's what I hate is people aren't going to take a totally fresh character. It has to be Eric Foreman's niece or something like that. It has to be attached to this old character that we're familiar with, because we can't take a total risk.
Yeah. No, exactly. He's the father of the son who commits suicide.
I'm going to show you a picture here. Do you remember what Laura Prepon looked like on that 70s show, The Redhead?
Oh, yeah. She was, I remember being like, she was an attractive woman.
I'm going to show you a picture of her now.
Hasn't she been one of the
She
few
looks
ones?
like a Hollywood fucking Courtney
Mess?
Cox. Oh, my God, dude.
Really?
Look at this picture.
Wow. What happened?
Look at that. Look at that nose, how it's been pulled back, the thin eyebrows. She's no longer redheaded.
Wow. And that's fucking Clarence Boddicker on the right.
Yeah. He's actually looks like an old guy, though.
Yeah, as well he should. He was, again, in RoboCop, he was actually, sayonara RoboCop. He was a good bad guy.
Look at this fucking dead-eyed, serious shit here.
What?
Look at how sad those two people are.
Scientology is no longer part of my life.
Oh. I have no emotions. My emotions have been completely surgically removed from my face. If I make any sort of movement, I love that 70s show. It was such a good time being on that 70s show. I'm sorry, with all the medication I'm on and all the wires holding my face together, I really can't afford to do anything beyond a boring sort of.
Is that her husband?
Yeah, that's Ben Foster, and I also talk like this because I'm a very serious actor. I'm an actor.
But he's shorter than her, right? Isn't that sort of an oddity? Maybe there's something to that. Him being shorter than her.
But look at that.
I know you're right. There's an.
Let's look at her from the 2000s. Look at this Prepon. That's the one I remember.
What? She's perfect.
Look at that smiley girl.
She's pretty.
Look at that. So happy, had the world ahead of her, and then she became that.
Because basically, this woman's not had a very good career.
And then she became that.
Post that 70s show, what has she done, right? Yeah.
Became that.
Ooh. It's okay to age. I like.
But even just look at the happiness. Look what this town does to you. Though that's a happily married couple.
Oh, think of the bad LA marriages. I'm gonna come here and fall in love.
I'm
too.
so successful. I go to a deli and I pretend to eat food. I really just regurgitate it into my cup of coffee and I drink it like a fly.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder, because again, her career, because that 70s show, very successful show. I liked it. It had solid moments. What did she do after that? Because her career kind of...
she did movies and stuff, and I think she was on a couple sitcoms on CBS. She made enough money to where she had to pull back her face with fucking wires to stay relevant.
Wow.
I mean, Whitney Cummings did it. She's made of clay now.
Wow.
They all do it. Charlotte Flair, the wrestler, completely made of clay now.
Ric Flair's daughter?
Oh, yeah. She looks completely different.
Oh, man. Yeah,
they're all clay pigeons now.
It still exists. That was an issue. I remember this was discussed in the 80s. This is part of the reason why I'm so frustrated about and I mistakenly transfer that frustration out of your generation, but that's wrong. So I apologize for that. It is our culture. It was the same. Fake tits were starting to really happen in the 80s, and a lot of plastic surgery was happening in the 80s, and it's just like, I remember people like, oh my God, this is so, why are you doing this, desecrating your body? It hasn't changed at all.
Yeah.
Everything with the Me Too movement that didn't change. Well, it still exists.
Here's another thing for for people, for right-wing YouTubers to sink their teeth into. Grey's Anatomy cast its first non-binary doctor. Now, this means, Crow, that this character doesn't
identify with a gender.
It's a blank sheet of paper.
Yeah.
So it's wrong to ask what is the actor or actress actually play, because the actor is actually non-binary, I think, too.
So what do you say? Do you say
they, them? They're a person.
Them?
They're a person.
This person. If you said this person, is that actually appropriate? Can you say this person?
Yeah.
Okay. They and them. Them has, to me, when I think of them, it's like them. You know. Like it seems pejorative to me.
Here's my thing with this, though, is they're going to come on and she's going to come on and be like, hello, I'm non-binary Dr. So-and-so Wilson or whatever the fuck. I'm more like, you'd have to establish it as the character.
Yeah.
But they're just going to beat you with it. Like every inch of her character is going to be about being non-binary.
Yeah.
Always non-binary. She's
not
always
just a person.
She's always going to be correcting people. Every storyline involved with her will be about her being non-binary. Non-binary. We're all just binary and non-binary.
I tell you, it is. It's. I mean, I don't. But that is zeitgeist.
I think true diversity. When we have villains that are black.
Yeah.
And not just redeemable villains, actual pieces of shit that are people of color.
Yeah.
And not we're like, we have them be pieces of shit and then you find out why they're being pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And it's actually a struggle. We show these people are just marginalized.
I thought Denzel's in Training Day 20 years ago.
Even now, check this out, Crow.
Yeah.
And I get this. So people are so into like looking back at things.
Yeah.
There's people.
As we are.
There's people now that are like, was Wayne Williams even the guy that killed those people, or did they just find one black person?
No,
and be like, he did it.
I've watched that. I've watched that documentary. Having lived through that experience, that was a huge story. And Atlanta Child Murders was a national story.
After they found Wayne Williams, they didn't interview anybody else.
Yeah.
They just assumed.
You want to know what happened after Wayne Williams was arrested and put in prison?
Nobody was murdered.
Yeah, the murders actually stopped. That actually happened. So it's like, yes, I'm sure the investigation, who knows what, they were under a tremendous amount of pressure. I think George Bush went down there. The vice president went to Atlanta basically to say, okay, we're going to get the feds involved in this too. Like there were a lot of resources being poured into Atlanta trying to catch this cat. It was like, and I think that's just
So The Crown, Ozark, Tiger King, and Umbrella Academy have all had 3 billion watch minutes.
Ozark?
Yeah.
I heard Ozark is good. I never watched Ozark.
I think the first season had that. Like the later seasons go, like The Crown, Ozark, and that's all season 1.
And they're all kind of fading a little bit now?
Yeah.
So like a 3-year run, is that a good expectation to have maybe?
Oh yeah.
Like if 3
I mean, Ozark I think is in 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, a 3 or 4 year run is good. Yeah.
Let's get back.
Okay.
And then of course, let's go to the basement because we're getting into TV history next.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep you on your 1 o'clock.
I appreciate
exit
that.
here.
I appreciate that.
The entire early Fringe division is basically all CW shows. We got The Big Leap and Home Sweet Home, 2.474, 2.409, and then number 3 Walker Texas Ranger, 954,000. The CW shows. Oh yeah, they remade Walker Texas Ranger.
Who's playing Chuck Norris's character?
Jared Padalecki from fucking Supernatural. You want to see the trailer for it?
That was before my grandfather died. It was his favorite. He liked Walker Texas Ranger.
My aunt and uncle. I went to see my aunt and uncle in Troy, Ohio.
Yeah,
and they watched that show.
Oh, absolutely. It is. It's got, because of the Western thing. The Western still has a.
So what did I miss?
You may run.
I see her sometimes.
Got a fucking weird dance music.
Yeah, he's like a country and
because when I think country, I think Dead Mouse.
I know.
There's nothing you can
what I mean, have a country twang to it. It's got to transition into that, so to speak.
Country music,
so to speak, transition.
Atrocious country music is white nationalist dog whistling, and it doesn't exist anymore. If you like America or country music, you're a fucking racist.
Well, that, I mean...
It's about your brother. He requested...
I mean, it might be true.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that.
But those are the
30 years
absolutes
ago.
now. Those are the absolutes now. If you are patriotic, you support the Klan.
Well, it's... God, no, I don't know if that's the...
Next day, only on the secret.
It shouldn't be the message. But it just...
I need to know that you have mine.
She looks like
Nobody likes being
She looks
talked
like a
down
server
to.
at a Walker Texas Ranger restaurant. I'm here serving you your appetizers. What would you like? Would you like the Walker burger or the Chuck? It's made with Chuck Norris roast.
Let me hear her voice. It sounded terrible. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard. I want to hear her voice again.
And I got your back. That is my job. But I
got your back. It sounds like that. You're fucking racist.
need to know that you have mine.
I need to know that you have. I need to know that you have people of color in head.
Yeah.
I need to know that we're going to treat marginalized people equally on this show.
It is. Here again, I go back to it and I say it every time. And you know something, Keith? If you can tell me to shut up. You can tell me to shut up. If this is old to you, tell me to shut up. Identity politics. And you can say, well, you're a white straight man. Of course, you're going to think that you're at the very top.
We're at the top of Hollywood, baby. We got 4 people watching this podcast right now. That's our platform.
Yeah, I mean, I've certainly been accused of being a mediocre man. There's no doubt about that. That has come out a bit from the younger generation.
Oh, I mean, that'd be great. I'd love to be mediocre. Mediocre people make a great living in this town. We're trying to change that.
And it is.
We're trying to make it to where everything is just bad, and that's true communism. All entertainment will just be fucking terrible, and then we'll all be equal and make the same amount of no money because we're all terrible.
Well, the thing about it, I don't. Well, that's a very neoliberal concept. I don't.
Capitalism is dead.
The only thing, the identity politics, the only politics we should have is the extremely wealthy control everything.
We need to start murking off some of these rich people.
And there needs to be a real changing of the way the economy is regulated and the way capitalism is regulated.
Someone needs
that doesn't make you a Marxist.
To slit Jeff Bezos' throat.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't want to start dart rumors on that.
That'll get us pulled off YouTube.
Yeah. but it is a... that's what the concern should be. The other stuff, and it's easy to say I'm not trans. I think it would be a very difficult life. It is offensive when people say, oh, they're doing it for attention. Keith, they're doing it for attention. They're not doing it for attention. There's better things to do to get attention than have real gender identity issues.
I'm just a digital...
I got a feeling that that's not an easy thing to do, or to be,
I'm a digital cowboy.
That's what I do.
I say this.
You know something, son? We gotta have a talk like Southern white men do.
We're just here trying to rave and party and listen to EDM music, and you're here busting our chill.
That's all we're trying to do. Do you understand that?
It's doing well though. People love it, but they like Jared Padalecki. He's a dreamboat.
Well, he's again. Women like a ruggedly handsome man. In Chicago, there were a lot of female Blackhawks fans. When they were great, they liked the Blackhawks because they're rugged. They're rugged. They don't talk too much. You know what I mean? Again, strong, silent type. Strong, silent. He's assured of himself. I'll still be in control of the reins. Because he won't talk back.
So let's get into TV history here.
But I can tell him to do things like a mule. He'll take care of that, That is my impression of what women...
We got 3 days to look at TV history here. We're going to go to November 1st.
Sure.
We're going to look at 1972, the first gay-themed movie, That Certain Summer.
Ooh.
Debuts. You were too young for this.
Yeah.
But your mom was probably very all about this movie.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you. Again, I'll go back to it. This is part of the thing with one of my critiques of, I don't know what it is. We still haven't resolved certain issues that don't need to be discussed anymore. When I was in the 70s, I went to Unitarian Church. They had gay marriages like in 1978. So gay people were definitely a little bit more accepted at that time. AIDS, as I said a million times, shut all of that down until literally maybe 8 to 10 years ago. That's literally the truth. And so right now there is a renaissance with it. It is a ray of hope to me.
Aponte says he says this will be the episode where Keith took the red pill. I didn't take the red pill. I think what? Aponte was saying this will be the episode that Keith took the red pill.
Yeah. The red pill meaning what?
You don't know what that means?
Well, it's
when people turn Republican.
Yeah.
They red pill him. It's a Matrix thing because in Matrix he offers them two pills. Yeah, the blue pill or the red pill.
Yeah, it's what is Red, explain the logic. Yes,
because I was shitting on having I was shitting on the non-binary characters and stuff that. And I'm not shitting on it. I'm just shitting on the obviousness of it and the fact that they're gonna be like, "Hi, I'm Jack non-binary." Of the non-binary family, they're just gonna fucking lay you over the head with it.
There's definitely gonna be a bathroom episode. There's definitely gonna be a bathroom episode. Here's how I am comfortable with that. Well, when we live in homes together and girls and boys, you share the same fucking bathroom. You know what I mean? Maybe you're not in it at the same time. Sometimes you are. It's like, how is that a problem? If you're in your own discrete space, why does that bother you? When you're at home when you're kids.
No, but that's not even you're getting into a different. The issue is even questioning it. It's just these people exist. Why do you even care?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's my point.
Exactly, and that's mine too.
Don't even bring it up.
Yeah.
Bring it up one time for the history.
Don't ask, don't tell.
And then just have him be a regular character.
Yeah.
It's the fact that this is our gay character and everything about him is a gay storyline. This is our non-binary character and everything about them will be a non-binary storyline. But this is our trans character and everything about this character. There's
pigeonholed into
There's no nuance. Trans people have personalities.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hear.
And
what
they
you're
don't
saying.
talk about being trans all the fucking time.
Yeah, exactly. They live lives. They have work, stress at work.
Well, they also know that if they do, they might get a bullet
and,
put in their head in this country. And that's also why I won't get red pilled because I'm not in denial of that. I'm not saying it's not important to have these characters.
Yeah.
I'm just saying be more creative and have it be a little more normal.
Nuanced
and normalize. It's not a big deal anymore.
Yeah.
Like when comics go on stage and go, "So I'm a gay man."
Yeah.
And back in the day, they'd get a big applause, and now no one gets an applause, and some comics will be like, "What are you guys? You guys afraid of the gay person?" No, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Tell your joke, man.
It's over. Exactly.
We love you.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the pat on the back anymore for just saying you're a thing.
Yeah.
What now?
Yeah. Again, it is this weird.
They almost do it. So I'm gay, and then they go to bow.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Okay. So's my uncle.
The whole thing about just. Again, identity politics. I go back to the identity politics of it all. And it is just...
So let's watch a scene from this gay movie.
It
from
is
the 70s.
Wealthy people and the way the economy is regulated. It is part of the reason why things have gone so haywire and things are so kind of, messed up and not well organized. You can bitch about the government. There's certain reasons why it hasn't been allowed to succeed in certain ways too. Just because that narrative has been rammed up. Is this part of that gay TV?
What the fuck?
Is this that gay TV movie?
Hey, thanks for the ball. What's the matter? I'm winded.
Get it? He's a macho guy. Like that was the extent of the analysis back then. Was like, you mean there can be masculine gay men? Because gay men were just deemed such fairies. And there can be a masculine gay man. What are they in some like?
We'll find out. This is a 2-minute clip.
Are they in Amsterdam?
Look how gay he walks.
That's Hal Holbrook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Charlie Sheen. I think that they're
Martin Sheen. You said Charlie Sheen.
No, it's Martin Sheen. Sorry, listen.
Go on. Save as a place.
Because it's two men walking together.
Well, and they're in that part of the park where that would happen.
They're by the boulders. You know what happens by the boulders?
I remember being young and there was a wayside in my town in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. There was a wayside that was known to be a gay pickup area. That's how desperate gay people were in a town of 50,000 people in Wisconsin. There was one gay bar called Maggie's that, of course, was then called Faggies. Of course, that was the name.
That's a good one. I mean, that's not a good word, but that's a good pull for whoever hillbilly came up with that. That guy was probably the king of the town for the week.
Absolutely.
Who came up with that?
Yeah. So it was.
Daryl calls it faggies.
And so there's a university there. So there were some university kids there, and there were kids from and people from like 25 miles away. There was only a gay bar. I heard about people.
Bailey says, "What a gay bridge."
I know the bridge is like, I know it's a little bit like
the big hump one.
I know. I'm like, what is that? Are they at like some sort of Disneyland of 1972? I was like, what is that? Yeah, I was confused. But that is anyway. That's how ham-handed it was. You know?
All right. Well, let's go back to this ham here.
Here, yeah. Let's watch they play
Public displays. Is that the only reason? Yep.
Yeah.
Did you ever hold hands with your wife? That's different. I didn't say that.
These are old men.
Well, you know he's gay because he's wearing white pants.
Well, exactly. And he says collar popped.
You can tell the dude in the Woody Allen jacket is an old hand at sucking cock. You never put a thumb in an asshole before?
Well, I guess
didn't you have a munch on your wife's fucking button?
Oh man, I mean, before Stonewall, it wasn't like it was liberation after that. It was still, I guess, in the early 70s, they would just bring like pickup trucks or like big 18-wheelers down by the docks in New York City, and dudes would just go in and fuck each other. It's like, oh, well, what a tough life. You know what I mean? To have that, you know.
What's the point of confusing him? He's just a kid. He's a pretty bright kid, though. Bright enough to handle something like this. You don't think so?
Oh, so he's got a kid and he doesn't want him to know he's gay, so he's just pretending we're just buddies.
Yeah.
We're just closet friends.
Yeah, so they're dealing with that. They're maneuvering the waters. Again, they're trying to do this on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh.
But it is that kind of hard circle they're going to be in, you know. Where,
well, on Grey's Anatomy, they're just like not doing it creatively. They're just doing it the whole like, I'm gay, I'm trans, I'm here for work.
Yeah. But then they have to have the nuances, that the difficulties that come up at tense moments, maneuvering those waters. But again, back to your point, people don't give a shit like it's.
Well, that was the clip.
The post-homophobic, or I don't know, that can change though, man. That can change.
So let's take a little bit of stroll back to 1972 on TV. People are watching popular shows such as Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In.
Oh, it's still on.
Columbo, Marcus Welby, MD.
I watched that show.
Columbo or Marcus Welby?
Both of those, but not Laugh-In. I was too young for that.
The Odd Couple, who were gay.
Oh, I watched that. I watched The Odd Couple.
Quit trying to touch my leg hair.
Well, there are two bachelors.
I just want to stroke it.
I love the theme.
There's nothing wrong with petting a man.
The theme of men getting kicked out of their marriage. Like the scene, Tony Randall gets a frying pan. Like you see it from a woman's hand. Like that was the image they gave of like, you're kicked out of the house because he's a neat freak and he's a slob. That was a big movie in '68. Big movie with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, I think.
Children and teenagers are currently watching television shows such as Lassie, Underdog, The Pink Panther Show, and All in the Family.
Oh, I watched All in the Family.
If you're a kid or a teenager, then you're probably playing with such toys such as Motorific, slot car toys, it says. Vertibird, which was a toy helicopter.
Yeah.
Uno, and Big Jim, which was an action figure.
Oh, I had a Big Jim.
You had a Big Jim?
I had a Big Jim.
What was Big Jim? Let's look at Big Jim.
Well, Big Jim, he had this afro hair, like this sort of weird bristled hair. He didn't have a grip though.
Was he black?
Joe. No. It wasn't an afro. It was like this tight, like it was like white nationalist hair now.
Oh wow! Look at him with this rare black man body.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm confusing with G.I. Joe. I remember Big Jim. But
he was a muscle guy.
But Big Jim wasn't a guy. Is that not gay? Right?
Oh, that's a gay man, dude.
But it was
72 from 86 by Mattel in North America. He was renamed Kid Acero in Latin America, Mark Strong in Europe. Originally inspired by G.I. Joe, the Big Jim line was a smaller size, closer to 10 inches, and each figure included a push button in the back that made the character execute a karate chop. The action figure's arms were made of plastic vinyl material and contained a mechanism that simulated the bulge of a bicep.
Absolutely. I didn't have I had this.
He was more of a secret agent and also had a very large variety of outfits.
I had a $6 million man and a G.I. Joe doll. Obviously, I've told the story before about my $6 million my $6 million man toy. I've told you about that, right?
Yeah. What a good lead-in show to this gay movie. The Paul Lynde Show led into that certain summer.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Oh, we'll put those two shows together. Maybe we'll get an audience there. Like they're dipping their toes in the gay market with that decision, I mean, if you ever watch episodes of Match Game, they'd say fag on air and stuff. It's like amazing.
You homo, get out of here, you homo.
Know, what are you?
1978, the first broadcast of Different Strokes airs.
Yeah, I was hooked. I was heavily into that show. And then by 1980, highest paid television actor of anyone at that time, highest paid television actor, Gary Coleman, made $3 million a year in TV in 1980. And what a tragic life. Just completely fell apart.
Mike Swantek goes, what a tough life. Gay talk with Adam.
I know exactly. Well, but I mean, again, the idea of just like, yeah, they're doing it for attention. No, they're not.
So in 78, was it weird that a white guy adopts a little black kid on television? Was it like, oh?
Well, what it was is that was it wasn't Norman. That was an NBC show, not a CBS show. But you could tell NBC was like, we're going to ride on the coattails of the popularity of Norman Lear. We're going to do our own kind of version of that. But it was, that would not be made today. I mean, basically what it was is his maid was their mother. She dies, and they don't have a father around, and so they have to move in with like the wealthy family. And I loved it for about 2 or 3 years. Different Strokes was my show. I thought it was funny. I liked it even in my very early teens. I'd still watch an episode of Different Strokes when I was 13, 14. I'll admit it.
Stream restarted again. I apologize.
I mean, I know that's an admission on my part, but that show was...
The date is November 3rd, 1978, and it is a Friday. The movie Midnight Express was the top of the box office on November 3rd.
Yeah, Oliver Stone wrote that. And that is a Turkish prison movie, and there's gay sex themes in that too, Scott Davis is the main actor in that. He was in Roots. He was in the 8 Chariots of Fire, and he died of AIDS. He died. Yeah, that's what happened to him. So, but he
and put some shit from.
This show has taken a lavender turn. I think
lavender. I'm gonna put on commercials from 1978 while we do.
I love it. Yeah, I gotta.
Oh, we're almost done.
Yeah, cool. 78. I remember this year. I sent a game of the week from NFL Films of the AFC Championship game, the 77 season. It was in January of 78, of the Raiders and Broncos. The soundtrack on that is arguably the greatest soundtrack in sports history. It is NFL Films at its absolute brilliance. When there was intrigue, like a team was having a drive and they were responding. Short passes to Dave Casper from Ken Stabler, 8 yards, 6 yards. TV was still selling you glamour. That's what they were doing. Oh, that woman is beautiful. Oh my God. She's cast for a reason. Her face popped.
I apologize, guys.
Ooh, look at this. Her legs. There's a certain... Look at it. He's Dracula.
So,
did you see that commercial?
Yeah.
Did you see where the eyes moved on the little... We got to go back and watch that again. Look at this. Okay, he's Dracula. Then look at the eyes.
Oh, because it looks like that he's got a foot thing. He's look at those feet. Look at those woofers, baby.
It's also like you can get away with it, guys. Check
on TV,
her out.
People are watching shows such as MASH, Barnaby Jones, Faulty Towers, and Taxi. Meanwhile, gamers are playing such titles as Pursuit, Gunfight, Breakout, and Space Invaders.
Oh, Space Invaders was huge.
Kids and teenagers are watching TV shows such as Bag Puss.
I never watched that.
The Muppet Show, Captain Caveman, and Teen Angels, and Godzilla.
I watched Captain Caveman. Cavey. I watched that. Absolutely.
Did they talk like that?
The caveman had like his club had like weird powers. You could open it up and it would shoot things out, and he it was kind of a Fat Albert-y thing too. Look up Captain Caveman. Let's see if we can get a little bit of that. Yeah. These commercials. Yeah, look, I'm waiting in my gas line. My Chevy Citation can wait in my gas. Actually, it was 79 when that happened.
Well, the commercials are delayed.
Absolutely.
And the Teen Angels.
Yeah. This was like...
Oh, it was a cartoon?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a cartoon, absolutely. Yeah, they would have like... God.
So it was Cousin It.
Set free by the teen angels from his prehistoric block of glacier ice comes the world's first.
See, this is a Scooby-Doo thing, too. Scooby-Doo, folks. This is a Hanna-Barbera show, I believe.
Now the constant companion to the teen angels, Brenda, Dee Dee, and Taffy in their hilarious...
I watched it because I was kind of attracted to those animation girls. I was attracted to them. When I was like 9.
If you're a kid or a teenager, you're probably playing with such toys such as Battleship, Dungeons and Dragons, Lego Technic, and Mattel Electronic Football.
I've always taken a pride, Keith. My parents, this is how out of touch they were with me. My parents bought a box game of Dungeons and Dragons when I was a teenager. Like, hey, we heard this is a pretty fun game. You might like it. And I was just like, no, I am not playing Dungeons and Dragons.
We're going to 1988 now.
And I have never played Dungeons and Dragons. And
it's a hard game. It's a bit, you got to like put a lot of energy and time into it.
And you know something? I never would play that game. I wouldn't play Gamma World either. I think that separates me. I'm uncool, but I ain't that uncool.
I mean, those games are hard though. You have to be insanely creative to play those games.
Yeah, well, we're gonna work on that streak in your personality, Adam. I think they knew I had that. They didn't
no,
want to
but like I've gone into I've played it a couple times, and you do go into it thinking like this is gonna be easy. These dorks are just making things up, but you have to get intricate with it. It's completely on. Like you'll say, okay, your group has arrived at a cemetery. What are you guys gonna do now?
Yeah,
and whatever like. You can't just be like, let's fucking smoke weed. Like you have to have a purpose. Like you have to like use like, okay, my character is a villainous guy, so he probably wants to fucking dig up some bodies. And then it's up to the dungeon master to be like, oh, you dug up a body and it came to life and it killed one. Like you have to like really, it's like
and respond to that.
It's like improvising, but with fantasy.
So basically, it's like an episode of La Brea. Is what we're talking about here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
except for you just have like, okay, you fell into a sinkhole and now you're in prehistoric LA. What are you guys going to do next?
Yeah, exactly. So they're trying to tap into. I am proud of myself. I was a sports nerd. I was obviously a sports nerd. I knew stats, numbers, figures. It's part of the reason why I should have been better at math than I was. But when I got the discipline to get better at math, I could do calculus pretty easily. I was able to figure it out. You know, I had that breakthrough. I was decent with numbers because of baseball in particular.
So 1988, talk show Geraldo Rivera's Nose is Broken by Roy Innes. We watched that last week.
Exactly.
But let's go back. It's November 3rd. It's a Thursday. Halloween 4. It's a Thursday in 1988.
Ooh.
Halloween 4 was at the top of the box office.
That movie it's unwatchably
Well, it
bad.
doesn't exist anymore now because of the Halloween 2018 movies.
Wow.
They nulled it from canon.
They did? So how do you get rid of it? You don't show it or something?
No.
You don't sell it
in the franchise's mind.
Oh, in the story.
It happened.
Yeah.
It's just they don't acknowledge it anymore.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like they somehow were able to wipe it off, like cancel the movie.
In the new Halloween canon.
Yeah.
You have Halloween from 1978, Halloween from 2018, and Halloween Kills. Those are the only 3 that matter now.
They don't even have Halloween 2 anymore?
Nope.
And Halloween 2 I tell you something, that movie was that made money. I saw that.
Well, because I think Halloween 2 has a lot to do with her being Michael Myers' sister.
Oh yeah,
and that is not a thing anymore. They've taken that out of continuity.
Oh. God, how dare they do that? I have indignation.
People probably are upset about it.
Of course they are, because people have terrible lives and they live vicariously through the awful world of entertainment. That's a moment from Adam Crocious.
On TV, people are still watching Columbo, Magnum P.I., My Two Dads, and In the Heat of the Night. Children and teenagers are watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, The Smurfs, Muppet Babies, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
In 88?
We're starting to get to like my cartoons that I remember.
Mutant Ninja Turtles, that was a real thing where I knew like, well, I'm a college kid. I don't pay attention to anything like that.
If you're a kid or a teenager, then you're playing with such toys such as Speak and Spell, the Commodore 64, Garbage Pail Kids, and the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Garbage Pail Kids. I remember hearing about those. That's like when I watched the movie Big. I liked the movie Big, but I was like, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 18, 19 years old. You know, I don't really relate to this.
Crocious, we're going to really hit your heart now. We're going to November 3rd, 1998. A little movie called Shakespeare in Love premieres in New York. The date is November 3rd, 1998, and it is a Tuesday.
I'm so glad I don't tell that.
John Carpenter's Vampires was at the top of the box office. On TV, people are watching such shows such as Party of Five, Friends, Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, and Xena, Warrior Princess. This is the height of my television watching right here.
Xena was huge.
Xena was massive. Andromeda. Do you remember Andromeda?
Yes. Wasn't that a follow-up science fiction show?
Kevin Sorbo, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I never watched it.
They're in the Andromeda galaxy. It's just about life travailing the space of another galaxy.
Because basically, don't they basically say Andromeda is
that's like it's like right next to us. It's the one closest to probably what ours is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
same shape.
There might actually be life in it potentially.
Kids and teenagers are watching shows such as Tales from the Crypt Keeper, which I had to look up. I didn't know they had an animated Tales from the Crypt. Little Bear, Kablam, and Men in Black, the series.
I never saw any of the Men in Black movies.
Oh, dude, they're great.
Yeah, I know people love
I only saw them because David Cross was in them.
Yeah.
I was a big David Cross mark.
You were a comedy nerd at a young age.
Oh, yeah.
Who was when you think of your comics, first 2 or 3, because I have my 2 or 3.
I loved Howie Mandel as a kid.
I tell you, I said it before.
Loved Howie Mandel.
I have never seen an audience laugh harder, and I've seen
he murders
thousands of stand-up shows. At the Laugh Factory here in LA, he went up one time. I'm not lying. Every single fucking thing he did got uproarious laughter. He killed, and I've seen Dwayne Kennedy fucking murder. No, I mean, it was the biggest. Anyway, Howie Mandel. Okay, so who else?
We have The Last Day.
Who else was here?
I mean, I remember watching early stand-up spotlights. Like, I remember watching this comic named I like Bobby Collins.
Oh yeah.
I liked this dude named fucking Ray Thomas. There was this dude named fucking Larry Amorose. Do you remember Larry Amorose?
How about Bobby Slayton?
I don't remember the Pitbull. I came on to him later.
Okay.
And then I liked Leary. I liked Dennis Leary as a kid.
Yeah.
Because he was very animated. He attracts a 7-year-old that their parents let cuss.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to November 5th now, by the way.
Okay.
1985, CBS premieres Stone Pillow, a dramatic movie made for TV starring Lucille Ball as a homeless woman.
Oh, I remember that. Absolutely. Oh, honey, she was like, I don't know if it was much of a leap for her, given the punishment she did to her body. I mean, she was a good old-fashioned female drunk. Good for her, man. Back in the day, performers could be drunks, and it was kind of endearing. I mean, the entire Rat Pack, their entire gag was just them being boozy.
Look at this.
You know?
Look at Lucy.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. That's not Lucy.
Morning, Mama.
She befriends.
Well, top of the morning to you, Daggett.
I got you one of yesterday's sandwiches. I hope you enjoy it.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, say it, sir. You got me a sandwich there. Top of the morning.
Is this Mary Poppins, or watching a? Yeah, it's Lucille Ball. I thought because she befriends someone, she has to deal with the realm of sexual assault.
The movie Jagged Edge was top of the box office on November 5th, 1985.
That was my first introduction to Robert Loggia. My first introduction to Robert Loggia. You see, he was in Scarface before that, but he's in Jagged Edge with Glenn Close and Jeff Bridges. It was like a thriller, you know.
It's curly-haired Howie Mandel Aponte, 80s fucking Howie Mandel. That's what I was on.
I had never seen someone kill so hard.
On TV in 1985, people are watching popular shows such as Facts of Life, Only Fools and Horses, The Cosby Show, and Murder, She Wrote.
What year?
1985.
Yeah, that makes Facts of Life still had
The Facts of Life.
I watched that till I was 13 because I knew that I had an attraction.
Isn't that a spin-off of another show?
Oh, it was Different Strokes.
Okay.
Mrs. Garrett was like the housekeeper,
maid,
who replaced the woman who died, the African American woman who died, who was Arnold's and Willis's mother.
She wasn't tokeny enough.
So then she went to a all girls school, and she was always giving lessons. Natalie,
look, they got her being comedy.
Why would you want to do that, Natalie? Why do you want to say
she's got to
make
Asian jokes? She's got to make Asian jokes.
I guarantee you. It's going to be great. Oh, shut up.
What if they throw a fish at her?
Buongiorno, Giuseppe. Buongiorno, Tony.
Buongiorno, Flora.
Gee, I'm glad to see you. Looks like
you smell like shit, Flora.
Yeah, sure.
But you see, she's part of the city. By the way, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I mean, I don't think in 80s New York, it was.
Oh no, she would have had her throat slit.
Yeah, it was real. It was not this endearing. Hey, I'm a bum. It's 1936.
Buongiorno, Raphael. Get the fuck away from me, you smelly cunt.
I know. Yeah, it would be very harsh.
Yeah, throwing fucking hot wax at her.
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
Kids and teenagers are watching shows such as Mr. Rogers, Danger Mouse, Heathcliff, and Adventures of the Gummy Bears.
What year was that?
85.
Yeah, I was not watching any of that. And I was a teen. I was
Growing
86.
Pains is also on. Who's the Boss? The A-Team. Riptide.
Riptide was big on CBS.
North and South.
That was a mini series, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
On ABC.
Yeah, fucking 23 million people watch that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing Stories.
Oh, that was a Spielberg. It was a Spielberg produced thing, and that was like I remember Costner was in an episode that it was a B-52 bomber, one of those flying fortresses in the Second World War.
Yeah,
lands, and it's because anyway, they have to get it. A tail gunner is like caught underneath the plane, and they know they're gonna have to land it, and he's gonna die. But he's an animator, and he draws a plane, whatever tire coming out of the wing, and the imaginary sort of the animation tire comes out of the wing, and they're able to land in London, and he survives because of it. But he's in this trance, like his imagination was able to create this sort of. It was like the Aha video, like that's literally what the tire looked like. The Aha video, it came out. I remember that.
Rob Aponte says North and South was trying to be Roots.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, Roots there were so many knockoffs of the long-winded miniseries. Shogun in 1981, Chiefs, the Wayne Rogers themed show, was based like on the Civil Rights Times. You know,
let's see. We'll go down the chat to close out the rest of the show. Lucille Ball, Oscar the Grouch, or as Oscar the Grouch. That's what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
He says great connection. That was the golden era of spin-offs, the 80s.
Absolutely.
And Rob Aponte says, what do you guys think of trickle-down economics, fellas?
I know, exactly. I mean, this is what we're living in now.
North and South is trying to be Roots.
There's a hose over there? No, there's not. I gotta drink myself some straight. This is bizarre.
Kellum says you get Crocious on Reaganomics, and he will tear. He says, and he will tear your parents' America to shreds.
Yeah. Well, it's because we're living in it right now, and in the ripple.
We're all Lucille Ball.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, that's
all right.
We're getting close. Do you want to ease it out? All right, I'm gonna. Well, you can walk away. I'm gonna close out the show. Thanks for watching, guys.
Absolutely, thank you.
Let me start. I gotta hit the. There we go, guys. Thanks for watching. You can follow Crocious on social media at Insecure Comic. Seemed like a very abrupt ending, but we gotta peter it out here. He's at Insecure Comic on Twitter. Great Twitter feed. Adam Crocious everywhere else. I am Keith Paesel on Twitter. KeithPaesel. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok. This is Keith Paesel on TikTok. Hit up the TikTok. KeithPaesel.com for all the episodes. Hit up pay-per-view, throw us a pay-per-view donation. It's how we keep this show afloat. We don't want to ever do ads for you guys. We'll see you next week. We love you.
Now, how can we announce we are off the air when we are off the air?